I did speak just a little while earlier on to the Delhi Police Commissioner on the odd-even scheme. Here's what he told me. Well, from the 1st of January, it's going to be one of the most ambitious programs ever launched in the country to try and cut down on pollution. It's the alternate day car program, car use program. You can call it the odd and even scheme. One way or the other, implementing it is going to be difficult, but it perhaps needs to be done to ensure that we've got clean air to breathe in the national capital. Joining us now for his views on this, the Delhi Police Commissioner. Do you believe that this is going, now that the notification has come out, do you believe that this is going to be a program that will be effective from the 1st of January?
See, as a law enforcement officer, my job is to enforce law. The notification has come. In any case, we had taken the decision that we will be doing our utmost to enforce this scheme, and we have been making preparation. In fact, today only in the morning I had held a meeting with my traffic officers. We devised our strategy which we are going to roll out in the first fortnight of January. So, as far as we are concerned, we are ready with our action plan.
Okay.
And there are some suggestions which we feel which we have already we have sent a letter to Chief Secretary Delhi, whereby we have given some suggestions. But in any case, as far as we are concerned, we are ready.
The Aam Aadmi Party, just in the last couple of hours, has been saying that you are acting as if you are a spokesperson of a particular party by saying or tweeting, as you have done, that vigilantism by AAP volunteers will not be accepted. How do you react to that?
See, we had seen in the media reports, and also we had during the meetings, it was stated that volunteers will be participating in this plan. So, when we examined the legal position, we found that if volunteers are going to operate on their own, it will be unlawful. So, it was desired, it was considered necessary that they should be fully warned in this regard, so that they may not do anything which may become unlawful.
So, on the 30th, they say there is going to be a trial run. Are you aware of that plan?
No, I am not aware of this. I have not received at least any official intimation, but I have seen this in the press. If they are going to have any rehearsal, definitely we shall be participating in this.
And the fact that they have not told you, is there some sort of disconnect as far as this issue is concerned?
You see, this scheme, as you know, has been rolled out in a hurry, and as the time has been progressing, changes have been made from in the original plan. When the original plan had been announced, at that time nobody thought that there will be so many exemptions. Almost 25 categories are exempted, including motorcycles and scooters, which in fact is the largest number of automobiles in the city. So, as the time is progressing, they are coming out with newer and newer ideas. This perhaps must have been one of the new ideas which struck them. And if they are going to have a rehearsal, definitely we shall be participating in the rehearsal.
But the fact is,
being organized by the transport department.
The fact is, they have not informed you.
It doesn't matter.
That.
My officers are going for a meeting at 5 p.m. Maybe they will be informing us about this plan.
But are you disappointed that you have not been informed about this 30th plan, because it's a very elaborate plan which they have?
No, it doesn't matter. As far as we are concerned, we have the capacity to respond even in an emergency situation. So, if they decide at the last minute, even if they inform us at the last minute, we have the capacity to react.
Now, you didn't answer my last question earlier on. They said that you're acting as a spokesperson of a political party when you sent out that tweet with regard to that. How would you respond to that?
You see, social media is a very useful platform for communicating with people. Of course, I have come on this platform very recently, and I have been finding that this is one of the good mediums by which one can connect with the people. And my thoughts in this regard and our action plan in this regard, I thought I must share with the people, and Twitter was one of the mediums. And if somebody has any misconceptions about it, I cannot help, because at times people who do not really appreciate the good intentions, they may have their own opinion.
So they say that you are trying to stall the process, make it more difficult, because without volunteers, they say they can't do it.
I am a key player in this plan. I am the person who is going to enforce it. You see, we in Delhi particularly have been taking a number of steps to improve road safety. and also ensure mobility, smooth mobility in the city. So as far as we are concerned, we will not like to do anything which impacts road safety or which impacts the efforts to protect the environment.
So what is it that you are concerned about? Volunteers of the Aam Aadmi Party telling people to go home. That's
you
what
see,
you are.
I'm only concerned about one thing, that when we are enforcing any such plan, the law of the land must not be infringed, neither by me. You see, for instance, even in this case, as the law stands today, I will be chalaning those who are going to, if I may say, those who are going to violate the odd even policy. I do not have the right to impound their vehicle. I do not have the right to tell a person to go back to his home or to go back to his office.
All you can do is give a challan.
Even today, if somebody is overspeeding, in certain circumstances I can impound the vehicle, but in certain circumstances I don't have the right to impound the vehicle. Even if a person is found overspeeding, or if somebody is found driving in a rash and negligent manner,
yes,
where law does not permit me to impound the vehicles, or where the law does not permit me to tell the person to go back home, even I cannot tell somebody to go back home, or I cannot tell somebody.
But where have they said that they will do that, or is that what you believe that these volunteers will do?
This was said by certain spokespersons of the party, including Honorable CM,
the Transport Minister,
that
as well. Yes.
The volunteers, particularly the resident welfare associations, will tell their the residents who are moving in violation of the policy to go back to their homes. This unfortunately is not permissible under the law.
Right.
So this needs to be told. If those who are going to,
but if they just tell a person what's wrong with that, it's not as if they can enforce it.
You can tell the person. You can first of all, you cannot stop a person.
No.
If somebody is driving,
it is your fear that people would be stopped.
If somebody is in violation of the odd even policy, is driving, a private citizen has no right to stop the person.
Okay.
Yes, if somebody is standing at the red light, keeping in view the demands of road safety, if a private citizen goes and says, "Sir, you should not drive without, you should not drive in violation of the odd even policy," that perhaps may be legitimate. But a person who is driving in violation of the odd even policy, a private citizen trying to stop him, or stopping him, or asking him to go back, this will be hit by certain provisions of the Indian Penal Code, and these provisions are cognizable offences. And
you are willing to take action against those people who do this?
I cannot permit violation of Indian Penal Code in the city.
Right. So that's very clear. You will take. Can I say that the
yes, if any private individual is found indulging in any act which constitute an offence, we are going to take action.
And that means what?
So that is why I am saying, if anybody is willing to become a volunteer in this endeavour, he should report to police, so that we can educate him about the rights and duties, and then we can utilize his capacity to contribute to this program.
So you are willing to accept volunteers as long as they work with you?
In fact, my officer is going to tell.
And what is your expectation of these volunteers?
These volunteers I will be using for the purpose of education. You see, whenever you are managing a traffic situation, this is primarily a traffic situation which is intended to improve the environmental situation.
Yeah.
So whenever you are managing a traffic situation, you cannot manage traffic situation only by way of enforcement.
Yeah.
You have to first educate.
Yeah.
Then you have to regulate. Enforcement is the third priority. You see, my attempt will be, now after I have received this policy, to educate people as much as possible in the short span, and maybe first for 2-3 days I may be educating people.
But tell me
kindly. So I am going to use the volunteers extensively for educating the road users, particularly at parking lots, at maybe at traffic signals, when they are stopped without any coercion.
Right.
Where they are there without any coercion. I will not like to even use the volunteers for stopping vehicles which are moving on the road. That task, if is to be done, it will be done by the police officers.
Okay. Now, two-wheelers are back on the roads. That means the numbers that you're going to have to deal with have gone up exponentially. Realistically, how many people will you be able to stop if they break the law?
You see, my job is to ensure, when I am managing traffic, my job is to ensure mobility with safety. Safety is of paramount importance. Even when I am enforcing this policy, I will have to ensure that road users' safety is not impacted. Keeping this objective in mind, I am going to devise my strategies. I may be having special teams which will be conducting checking at certain strategic locations. I will be having some other teams which will be located to note down the numbers of those who are
violators,
traveling in violation of the orders. And then you see, unfortunately, there are certain exemptions which are extremely, if I may say, ambiguous. For instance, if somebody says that I am sick, a person is found driving and he says I am sick, I am having a serious stomach ache, I am rushing towards, say if he is going towards,
exactly.
If I find him at Shankar Road, he says I have to go towards RML hospital.
Yes. I
cannot stop him because I have to believe him.
Yes.
So there is a possibility that many persons who otherwise will be violating will be able to wriggle through because of the exemptions. I wish we had gone for a policy which was without any exemptions. My task would have been very simple, but anyway, it doesn't matter as far as I am concerned, because I cannot wish that my task should be simple. In fact, we like when the task is difficult. This is going to be a difficult task, and we will
do you think it's going to be
our
successful,
utmost to enforce it, so that we can help in preserving the environment.
So, what about people who are faking their license plate numbers? We are told that is people it costs 5 rupees to get that done.
As far as faking of license plate is concerned, if it comes to our notice, we will be taking action under the
Are
Indian
you already
Penal Code.
taking action?
We shall be taking.
Because people are getting it done, apparently.
Sir, the policy is yet to be implemented.
They've announced the policy.
They have announced the policy, but the policy will start from January 1. Before January 1, even if somebody is making plates, it is preparation. Under the Indian penal laws, preparation is not punishable. Preparation is punishable only in certain conditions, like preparation to commit dacoity.
So it's only once a crime is committed.
If somebody is making a duplicate plate, or somebody is having another plate in his gadi, unless I can prove that the person had used that, I may not be able to book him in any case.
Right.
So my question of going after those who are trying to make duplicate number plates at this juncture doesn't arise, because preparation is not an offence under the Indian penal laws.
Okay.
Attempt in certain circumstances.
Yes.
Attempt, in fact, you see, under section 511 IPC is punishable.
Right.
But preparation is not punishable.
Okay. A few more questions. Do you, firstly, since you spoke about protecting the environment, do you believe this program is going to be successful, given the fact that there are so many exemptions?
See, I will not like to make any comment on this, but I believe that clean air, clean water, clean environment is an inalienable right of every individual. So if I can do anything in this regard, I definitely will like to do.
All right, Mr. Bassi, thank you very much for joining us, and let's hope this program works out the way it does. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Delhi's top cop over there telling us about the odd-even formula, how it's going to work out, and how the police needs to work with the government in ensuring its success.